tableside, we start in the middleweight division. And welcome back the German sensation Andreas Hoffner, representing the over-the-top club in Hanau. This man stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing a lean, athletic 82 kilograms. He is the multiple German national champion and over-the-top champion. His opponent is the Project Glenn Bentsson. Representing Helsingborg, Sweden, he stands 6 feet tall, weighing 83 kilograms. The multiple Swedish national champion and world number 6.
Before we get things underway, let's have a little look at some of the important rules of the sport. The athletes have 1 minute to get a fair grip. Their elbows must remain on the 7x7 elbow pad throughout the round. The referee can award a running foul during the match, which is a little bit like playing an advantage in soccer. And an athlete on a running foul must win the pin in order to get the restart. 2 consecutive fouls by any athlete loses them the round.
I'm Glenn Bentsson, I'm from Sweden and I'm gonna pull Andy Hoffner. I think I'm the stronger. You always have to think it, but I don't know. I need to try him first. I don't know really much about him, but I think I try my thing and it's gonna work.
Andreas Hoffner, this man, a real rising star of the sport of arm wrestling in Germany. And much the same can be said of the man from Helsingborg, the Project Glenn Bentsson. So much leverage, so many weapons. This guy a very complete arm wrestler. This will be like arm wrestling in a mirror for both men. And the first round will tell us. Wow, what a story it was. Hand control and dominance there from Hoffner. He may be in the Swedes' home territory, but he started with enormous confidence. Oh, what a drive from Andreas Hoffner! The German hammers that one to the touchpad. Let's look at that on the action replay. Ominous warning signs have been there without the strap, and as soon as the strap was anchored down, Hoffner blew through to the pad.
Come on.
Yeah, 2 world champions working in the respective corners. Yeah. Kevin, Hammer Burbridge, bantamweight world champion in the corner of Hoffner. And the towering figure of the steel giraffe, Nicholas Nanastad. Of the man from Helsingborg, huge drive again off the start, but hand and wrist dominance maintained there by Andreas Hoffner, and the German looking rock strong in the early rounds.
Wrist for me, Glenn. Wrist a little bit more.
Bentsson. Yellow trim. Drive to the back there. Oh, and he busts open the hand and wrist of Andreas Hoffner. And a furious assault on the hand and wrist there from Glenn, the Project Bentsson. Tucks in hard onto the shoulder. But look at the arm strength there of the German. Andreas Hoffner, a terrible position on the hand and wrist, but his arm is strong. He listens to the calls from Kevin Burbridge and lies that one down to try and save his arm for the later rounds. Look at that one, contested for a good 20 seconds of the match. Thought better of it and laid down to save the arm.
The guy is very, very strong, Glenn. I think they do 3 years arm wrestling for this time. It's very, very strong.
Du warst zu weit offen. Aber du kannst ihn kriegen, locker. Lass dich nur nicht in der Strap verarschen. Setz deinen Kopf durch.
Here we go. 1-1 the score. Match balanced on the edge at this point in time, but again out of the straps. And the wrist control easily taken there by Andreas Hoffner.
Stay there for centre.
Hoffner.
On both of you.
Showing confidence again in the strap, and he blows through the pad. You can see what it meant to him. The action replay, the back pressure was in early and then swept to the side, engaged the shoulder. And just far too much top end.
Deswegen habe ich auch vorhin lieber aufgegeben, bevor ich dann...
Richtig, richtig, hast schon recht.
Aber das habe ich gestern gemacht, oder?
Du hast recht, du hast recht. Hast du aber sehr schön gemacht, diesmal hast du deinen Griff einwandfrei durchgesetzt.
Shell-shocked look on the face of Glenn Bentsson there in his corner.
Oh.
Nana started furiously working on his arm, but needs to compose himself, settle. Oh, he bailed again on that one and will go back to the strap, and Bentsson is really struggling here. The Swede on home ground, but he's struggling to get any purchase on that powerful wrist. No! Andreas Hoffner is taking over, that's 3, and the German smoothly drove that to the pad. Very little resistance from the project there. Look at that. And an enormous win there for Andy Hoffner.
Tut dir dein Arm weh, weil du die Haut aufgekratzt hast?
I pull him.
Greppa för att vi inte är center.
Nej.
Och du måste flytta center.
Ja.
Men du får inte släppa detta. Du får ju bara flytta hela dig själv och fortfarande ha tryck här ju.
Things are getting serious when the other half shows up in the corner to give advice. Oh, that is dominant on the start there from Andy Hoffner. The running foul from Glenn Bentsson assumed, and a suggestion of the jump start from the line ref there. Called on Hoffner, hits the restart. Big drive, better from Bentsson. He's got the brakes on this time. But look at the attack there again from Andreas Hoffner. Bentsson dug in, he's got the elbow based, and in comes the tricep press. Cannot finish there. Shaking with the effort as he pounds down onto the inner arm of the bicep of Andreas Hoffner. And this will be doing damage to the Swede. Bentsson is hanging on for... Oh! Look at this massive drive to the back of the pad from Bentsson, but he cannot stop the train. Andreas Hoffner with the win.
Win? No, let me explain. Glenn was on a running foul. When he slipped, when you went to the middle of the table, he was off the back. He was on a running foul. Then you did a running foul. No fouls, win.
That is the win for Andreas Hoffner. Both men hit the running foul. Bentsson already on the running foul, as explained there by Dan Nosferatu Thomas in the stripes.
I like to pull top roll, but if it don't work, you need to try someone else.
Jetzt weißt du ja, dass du hast.
No one can accuse Glenn Bentsson of not giving it his all to the back of the pad there. The top roll reversal attempt at the death of that last round may have cost him a lot more than he thinks. We go into the final round, and it's for pride now here in Sweden.
Shoulders, both you guys.
Glenn at the project Bentsson. Big drive again, and he sets the hook, but Andreas Hoffner with a huge attack. That's not the best decision there from Bentsson, because that will leave lasting damage in the tendons as he drops the wrist and goes for the tri-press.
Wrist, shoulders. This shoulder.
What a dominant performance by Hoffner. Oh, look at that German, total hand and wrist control. Bentsson has driven in, but he'll get no change there. And it is Andreas Hoffner with the win.